Till about 20 years ago in India, we were sold a dream script. Beta, engineering kar lo. Join a mass recruiter like TCS or Infosys or Wipro. Get that 3.5 lakh or 4 lakh ka package. Go to Pune or Bangalore. Buy a flat. Life set. For 20 years, this was the Indian middle class dream. But I'm going to be brutally honest with you, friends. That dream is dead. The model of body shopping, where we hired 10,000 engineers just to maintain legacy code and fix bugs, that is collapsing. Why? Because artificial intelligence isn't just helping you write code, it is writing the code by itself. If you are a computer science student in second or third year right now, or a junior developer, you are probably terrified. You are seeing tools like Devin, ChatGPT, and Claude, like they do your homework in seconds. And you are asking, will I have a job this year? The answer is no. Not if you keep studying the way your college is teaching you. But if you change your strategy today, the answer is yes. And you will make 10 times more money than the previous generation. We need to make sure that Bharat leads. We know it is the death of the service sector, but we also know it is the birth of the product nation. Let me explain. To understand the future, we have to look at the past. In the 1950s, you will be surprised. Computer was a job title. It was a person who did math all day. Then came the electronic calculator. Did math die? No. Did the job of calculating manually die? Yes. Right now, coding, the act of typing syntax, remembering where to put the semicolon, that is the new manual calculation. And that will die. Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, famously said, the goal is to create a situation where nobody has to program. Let's look at the data. In financial year 24-25, the top Indian IT companies saw a headcount drop of over 60,000 to 70,000 employees collectively. They aren't hiring freshers in bulk. Why? Because a senior developer using GitHub Copilot can now do the work of 3 junior developers. पहले क्या होता था? A senior architect would design a system, then 10 juniors would spend weeks writing the boilerplate code. The boring stuff, I mean. Connect the database, create APIs, fix simple bugs. Today, the AI writes the boilerplate in 30 seconds. So those 10 junior jobs die. If your only skill is memorizing syntax or copy pasting from Stack Overflow, you are the human calculator in the age of iPhone. You are obsolete. Let me show you exactly what you are competing against. I'm going to use Claude 4.5 Sonnet. I type create a fully functional snake game in Python with a scoreboard and sound effects. And there it goes. Very soon we will have a fully functional snake game. How difficult is this? Time taken 45 seconds, which included me typing the request to write that code. If a first year student tried this, it would take 3 days. Now look at Devin, the AI software engineer. You give it a task, go to this GitHub repo, find the bug in the payment gateway and fix it. Devin goes, reads the files, tests the code, finds the error, fixes it, and pushes the update. It does this while you are sleeping. Do you know Devin was mentioned as the first AI software engineer by Cognition Labs? Now hold on. This is where the story gets scary. I want you to listen very carefully because nobody in college is telling you this. The danger isn't just to your wallet. The danger is to your brain. We are seeing a massive shift in human neurobiology because of AI. The brain works on a principle called neuroplasticity, essentially use it or lose it. When you use AI to do all your thinking, your brain undergoes synaptic pruning. Your brain says, oh, I don't need to struggle to find the logic anymore. Okay, I will delete those neural connections to save my energy. And with that, the brain makes itself less useful to you over time. Think about GPS. 10 years ago, you remembered all the routes. Now, if Google Maps is off, you are lost in your own city. That is cognitive offloading. Now apply that to coding. If you let ChatGPT write all your logic, your prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your brain responsible for critical thinking and complex planning, starts to atrophy. It gets weaker. We are facing a crisis of digital amnesia. If you skip the struggle of learning, you skip the growth. If you use AI to do the work for you, you become dumber. If you use AI to think with you, you become smarter. Most students are doing the first one. They are letting the critical thinking muscles rot. If you do this, you won't just be unemployed. You will be cognitively incapable of solving hard problems. So is the game over? Should you drop out and sell chai? Absolutely not. This is where the Bharat leads angle comes in. Indians are naturally wired for this new era. Why? Because we are the kings of jugaad. The future is not about how to code. It is about what to code. The value has shifted from syntax to semantics. So there is this new role, the AI architect. Instead of being a bricklayer, like the one who keeps on writing lines and lines of code, you are now the architect. You have an army of AI interns, ChatGPT, Copilot, Gemini, all working for you. So your job is to define the problem clearly, break it down into small pieces. This saves your prefrontal cortex from atrophying. Command the AI to build those pieces. And then you review and stitch them together. You need to become a generalist. Earlier, you were just a front-end React developer, for example. Now with AI, you can write the backend, you can set up the cloud, you can write the SQL queries. AI removes the barrier to entry. A single person can now build a unicorn startup. एक अकेला बंदा पूरी कंपनी बना सकता है. That is not scary. That is power. So how do we do it? What should you do to keep your critical thinking abilities fully functional? बताता हूं. If you are a student, stop doing assignments the old way. Here is your new toolkit. Stop Googling. Start perplexitying. Google gives you like 10 blue links. Perplexity AI gives you an answer with sources. It teaches you how things work. Use it to understand the concept, not just the code. Fight the Google effect by actually reading the sources. Then delete that Notepad++. Install Cursor. Visual Studio Code is great, but Cursor is the future. It's a code editor with AI built into its brain. It predicts what you want to do next. Learn to code with AI, not against it. इंटरव्यू में ये मत छुपाओ. Tell the recruiter, I use AI to code 50% faster and I use the saved time to focus on system design. That is a skill. And focus on building end-to-end projects. Don't show me a to-do app list. Everyone has that. Build something real and more useful. Like build an app that takes a PDF of a textbook and creates a quiz automatically using the OpenAI API, for example. Or build a tool that scans Indian stock market news and gives a sentiment analysis. When you build a product, you learn system design, API integration, and deployment. AI can't replace that architectural thinking yet. And then you should have English and soft skills. That is crucial. Since you are prompting the AI in English, your ability to articulate logic clearly is your new coding language. If you can explain logic clearly to a human, you can explain it to an AI. Clear communication is the new programming language. In a real corporate world, there are a lot of scenarios where we cannot let AI do everything. There is a lot of monitoring and audit and testing that goes with it for the sake of security and the way the organizations function. The red tapes that exist between departments which frustrates human employees are often there for good reason. So they will not go away anytime soon. Therefore, you thinking like an architect becomes super critical and useful. For 30 years, we were the back office of the world. Companies in the US sent us the boring work because we were cheap. AI destroys that cheap labor advantage. And AI is cheaper than the Indian engineer. But this is the best thing to happen to India. Why? Because it forces us to move up the food chain. We have to stop being service providers and start being product creators. Look at Zoho, look at Zerodha, look at Postman. These are Indian product companies conquering the world. With AI, a kid in the village in Bihar can build the next Facebook because it doesn't need to hire 50 expensive engineers. He just needs a laptop, an internet connection, and an AI copilot. So you see, the Code Coolie is dying, but the Indian creator is just being born. So don't mourn the death of the 3.5 lakh ka job. Prepare for the era where you can build a 3.5 crore ka business. We just need to change our approach to using AI. Protect your brain by tackling hard problems. Adapt, because the future belongs to those who command the AI, not those who compete with it. This is Bharat Leads. Jai Hind.